additions to your ballot, the new marijuana and abortion amendments explain.
Plus, temps hit 90 tomorrow, but I'm pinpointing when a cold front knocks us back into the 50s. Next.
It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, everyone. I'm Randy Trainer. Tonight, we have another life-changing jackpot. It's worth an estimated $1.026 billion. So get your tickets ready. Here come tonight's winning numbers. Let's start things off this evening with the number 24. Right after that, America, we have the number 56. And congratulations to James Gibson from Indiana. He won $50,000 playing Powerball. All right, the rest of your winning numbers, 19, 40, and let's round it out tonight with the number 42. And tonight's winning Powerball number, that's going to be 23. And your Power Play multiplier is 2. Let's take another look at tonight's winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you back here on Wednesday night.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood now at 11 p.m.
Now at 11, suspended from office. Governor Ron DeSantis removes an Orlando City Commissioner from her post. Plus,
the dog was actually able to get to him much quicker than I was because I'm getting caught up on vines.
A canine hero leads law enforcement to a missing toddler.
And later, AT&T investigating a massive data breach. We're talking 70 million customers impacted, both current and former. But first,
when voters head to the polls this November, they will send a message to Florida politicians.
The problem with some of these constitutional amendments is it's all rainbows and unicorns.
A pair of abortion rulings could have a major impact on the November election. One ruling makes a 6-week abortion ban the law starting May 1st. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. 2 other rulings put the power over abortion and marijuana in the hands of voters. Both amendments will be on the ballot on November 5th. Amendment 4 makes abortion a constitutional right up to viability of the fetus. Amendment 3 would legalize recreational marijuana for everyone 21 and up without a doctor's prescription. Both would need at least 60% of the vote to pass.
News 6's Treasure Roberts is here now. And Treasure, let's start with the reaction to the abortion rulings.
Yeah, Matt, Ginger, this big decision will give the power over abortion rights back to voters come November. But for now, restrictions on abortion in Florida just got tougher. This amendment would cancel out the 6-week abortion ban if passed in November. But in order to do that, it needs 60% of the votes.
Yeah, and 16% is a tall hill to climb. So obviously advocates are biased if you ask them these kind of questions, but do they think this amendment will actually pass in November?
Yeah, so we just heard from Cheyenne Drews. She helped collect the petitions for this ballot initiative, and she says they got over 1 million signatures, which is more than they even needed. So she says when people are inspired, they show up to vote. So she's more excited than anything, and she feels like a lot of people are going to come out this fall.
1 million signatures sounds like a lot of inspiration.
A lot.
For sure. All right. Treasure Roberts, thank you.
Recreational marijuana will also be on the November ballot. Florida's Attorney General claimed it covered more than one subject, which would be a violation of the rules. But justices say the issues in the amendment are directly related. If passed in November, marijuana could be sold to anyone 21 and over without a doctor's prescription. An individual would be allowed to carry up to 85 grams of pot. Passage would automatically allow existing medical marijuana centers to sell to all adults for personal use. You can read more about the amendments right now online at clickorlando.com.
Tonight, Orlando's District 5 seat, which covers parts of downtown and historically black neighborhood of Paramore, is vacant. Today, Governor Ron DeSantis suspended Regina Hill, the area's longtime representative. It comes days after she was arrested on several charges, including exploitation of the elderly or disabled. Hill was in attendance for a standard agenda review before today's city council meeting. After a break before 2 o'clock today, the suspension from the governor came down, and Hill never came back. Hill is accused of taking more than $100,000 from a 96-year-old woman and spending it on expensive things for herself. Mayor Buddy Dyer's remarks on Hill's suspension today were brief and all business.
As a city, our focus is ensuring the residents of District 5 are appropriately served and represented. We are currently working with the supervisor of elections and hope to be able to hold a special election on Tuesday, May 21st to temporarily fill the District 5 City Commission seat until the criminal case involving Commissioner Hill is resolved.
Now, again, the mayor set Tuesday, May 21st for that special election. Now, Hill has maintained her innocence through this, and in a statement released after today's suspension, she said, quote, "My confidence in the integrity of the legal process and faith in God is unwavering, and I'm deeply moved by the support from our community. This support is a constant reminder of the strength and resilience that defines District 5, and it fuels my continued dedication to serving and uplifting every community member through these trying times."
Well, late last week, we told you about Police K-9 Midnight, whose nose helped reunite a local family with their 3-year-old son.
Well, today was the first time we heard from Midnight's handler. News 6's Molly Reed spoke to him about how they both worked together to get results in DeLand.
Cheeseburger is a special treat.
I think Midnight deserves a cheeseburger any day he wants one.
I am
He's
totally
a good boy.
with you. I like how when he found the little one, he just started licking his face.
Everything's all right.
Yeah, that's good stuff. AT&T alerting millions of customers about a big old data breach.
Yeah, if you have an account with them now, or if you've had one in the past, you could be impacted by all of this. Coming up, we're walking you through the 3 things you should do if you think you've been hacked.
Plus, the more you drive, the more you save. The new program just revived, meant to save commuters some money. Tom.
Tonight, things are good to go. High pressure still totally in control, but a little bit of cloud cover beginning to show up. I'll be right back to talk about the heat for tomorrow and then the cold front on Wednesday. It changes everything.
And we will not have the best view of the upcoming solar eclipse, but we will for the next one. We'll tell you how long you'll have to wait.
You're watching News 6 at 11, live on a Monday night. We're getting results from Melbourne Beach, Kissimmee, and all of Central Florida.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Rubenstein Law. No matter what's happening where you live, trust Sky 6 to get you the bigger picture. Exclusively sponsored by attorney Dan Newland. News 6 hit the road to East Orlando and asked you to tell us your concerns about your community. You said this dangerous abandoned mobile home park was a neighborhood hazard.
It looks like, a bomb or a hurricane just went through there.
So we got to work, investigated, and got results. Now it's being torn down. Meeting you and helping make positive change in the community is why News 6 is hitting the road. How can we help you? Go to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad now and let us know. Live with Matt Austin, Ginger Gadsden, weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, sports with Sports Director Jamie Say, and special reports from the investigators. You're watching WKMG, getting results at 11 p.m.
Developing now at 11, millions of AT&T customers were alerted over the weekend their personal data might be floating around the dark web.
Yeah, the company says the data breach impacts 7.6 million current account holders and more than 65 million former ones. AT&T says what was stolen varies from person to person, but could include social security numbers, names, email, mailing addresses, birth dates, and AT&T account details. The company says it is reaching out to anyone whose information was compromised. If you think you've been hacked, experts say first reset your password, then ask a credit reporting agency to put a fraud alert on your account, and finally consider a credit freeze to block someone else from opening a credit card in your name. The data breach comes only about a month after AT&T got back on track after widespread outages were reported in major cities across the U.S. The company said that was caused by a technical glitch, not a cyber attack. Anyone impacted was given a $5 credit on their bill.
Well, today marked the return of Florida's toll relief program. People with a transponder like a SunPass or an ePass stand to save an average of $400. That's if the program had the same impact as it did last year. So from today through March of next year, Floridians who pass through 35 tolls or more in a month will get a 50% credit applied to their account. Governor Ron DeSantis was in Miami today to make the announcement about the program's return.
And all you do is you just get the bill, you see it deducted. So, maybe you save $50, maybe you save $100. It depends on how much you're doing, but it's really, really good.
So the program covers roads owned and operated by FDOT, the Central Florida Expressway Authority, Florida Turnpike, and more. Again, drivers have to have a responder like SunPass or ePass to qualify. Keep that in mind. That rebate, as he said, will start showing up on your bill. That'll come in May. So we are officially 1 week away from the solar eclipse.
The countdown is on. Next Monday, April 8th, the moon will pass between the Earth and the sun, creating a bucket list celestial sight for millions of people. Other parts of the country will have a way better view than us here in Florida, though. Millions of people from Texas to New England will be in what's called the path of totality. People there will get to see the moon completely cover the sun. News 6's Jonathan Kegas explained today on WeatherWise why only a partial eclipse will be visible in Florida.
The moon is moving in between the Earth and the sun, and it's the moon's shadow that's being projected onto the Earth, and that's exactly where we have totality happen at. I'll go back to that first graphic to show you again, and it's the piece of that shadow. It's that moon being projected right there into the path of totality, where at least in part of it, again, the total solar eclipse is happening out towards our west.
All right, so that is kind of a bummer if you were looking forward to seeing a total eclipse. But all hope is not lost. There is another eclipse happening in August of 2045.
Oh, really?
Put it on your calendar. When that one happens, most of Central Florida will be in the path of totality. So you just got to wait a little while.
We'll be glad to guide you through that here from the powerful News 6.
21 years from now.
21 years.
Okay.
Man, Tom Sorrells. It's a nice little night out there, though.
Oh, it's beautiful. Feels fantastic. We had a great day today. We're going to have another one tomorrow. Here's the way live weather radar looks right now. You don't see a single echo anywhere near us. Out to the east or back to the west, it's all good. And tomorrow should be a repeat of that. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being awesome, tomorrow's a big fat 10. It's going to be warmer. We're going to have a daytime high of about 90, and there is no mention of rain until Wednesday. Come take a look at what's going on tonight. You see the major map features here. There's our big cold front. That's going to be our rainmaker. I'll come back to this in a moment. Just know, big changes are coming by Wednesday. Tomorrow, still dry. No rain chance at all. But by Wednesday, a stormy midday, it clearing up into the evening. Rain chance is 70%. On the backside of that front, we're going to be cooler. We're going to be drier. I'll show you in just a moment. Daytime high today. We hit 85. The overnight low this morning was 60. Not too shabby for the first day of April. 74 degrees on the light Orlando delivering Hope camera tonight. Wind from the west-northwest at 9. Temperatures where you are, 70 in the Villages, 65 in Gainesville, 72 in Kissimmee, and 72 right now in New Smyrna Beach. Okay, back to the map features here. Our big ridge of high pressure is out to the east, so we're on the backside of it, which is great. It's blocking everything from getting here. But look at all of this rain from St. Louis, the warm air. Not only warm for us, but warm all the way up, almost to the Great Lakes. This cold front's going to swing all through Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and be here by Wednesday. Watch. High pressure gives way out to the east, and on the backside of the high, big southerly flow tomorrow. Then the frontal boundary is here Wednesday morning, right in here on top of us by Wednesday midday, and by, say, 8 o'clock Wednesday, it's gone. On the backside of it, airflow from the north-northwest will cool us down for a long way to go. Now, tonight we're good. There could be some patchy fog north and west of I-4, but I don't think it's going to be a very big deal. Tomorrow's a good day. Then on Wednesday, here comes the rain. Watch the frontal boundary approach. There's 11 a.m., 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 7 p.m., still lingering. So it starts by 12 northwest and pushes through the heart of the viewing area by 7 or 8. Should be just about done. Lows tonight in the 60s in Orlando, 65. Here's tomorrow.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency? You ought to call Strata.
66 degrees at 8 a.m. The daytime high goes to 90. Come check out the week ahead. High tomorrow, 90, then 86 on Wednesday with the storms. Thursday, cooler, drier, same on Friday. The high on Saturday is still 74. Sleep tight, neighbors. I will see you tomorrow.
All right, Tom, thank you. Here are tonight's winning Powerball numbers again. We've got 24, 56, 19, 40, 42, and the Powerball is 23.
And here are tonight's winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 3, 1. Pick 3, 4, 5, 4. Pick 4, 9, 6, 4, 0. Pick 5, 0, 3, 3, 3, 5. And the Fireball is 6. And Fantasy 5, 25, 3, 29, 19, and 17.
Cash for Life, we have 12, 23, 25, 29, 45, and the cash ball is 4. Good luck.
All right, Ryan's here now with sports.
This was supposed to be easy for the Magic, right?
Portland's got 19 wins on the season, okay? They just lost by 60 the other night. But a funny thing happened tonight on the way to that blowout in Orlando. We'll show you what happened at the Kia Center. Plus, they're running it back on the women's hardwood. LSU, Iowa, and their superstars battling for a spot in the Final Four. The highlights coming up.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Freedom Health Medicare Advantage plans.
Whoa, what is happening?
We're packing up our newscast and taking it on the road. So let's go.
Every month, we're broadcasting from a different community.
And we're coming to Sanford next.
Join News 6, April 10th from Hollerbox German Restaurant.
Trooper Steve on Patrol is sponsored by Gibson Truck World. We are the king of trucks.
Welcome back. Human nature can be a tricky thing. The Magic beat Memphis by 30 over the weekend. Tonight's opponent, Portland, lost by 60 in their last game. So no concerns for the Magic this evening, right? There's a long way to go.
I was just going to say, it's
just
so
6 more
early.
games.
Months. Yeah, they got a few more games.
They'll figure it out. Thank you. We'll be right back.
We do our part to keep you on the go. Visit AutoNation.com now.
Duncan caught some eyes with this April Fool's Day joke with another name change. In a post on X, the company said, quote, "Now we're just donuts." You know how they switched it to Duncan a few years. We'll have coffee still, but please don't ask any other questions. Just going through it right now.
Have a donut, you'll feel better.
Came out with some donuts merch, so they'll probably make some money on it.
Probably. That's clever. All right. Downtown Orlando joked that the popular Swan paddle boats at Lake Eola would soon be able to operate on water and land.
Oh,
have
they
you
have
ever tried to yeah, those things are really hard in the water.
Awful. You go like an inch per 5 minutes.
Your thighs are on fire.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's a really fun one from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Look at this guy. The caption with this photo reads, "Florida launches a new Florida Man patrol unit. Sergeant Scales says, I want to be watching you."
Oh, my gosh. That one's terrible. His little hands are weirding me out, though.
Hands.
If you go to South Florida now, where I grew up, they're everywhere. And huge ones.
So strange looking.
Yeah.
Only about 27 minutes to April 2nd, right?
We can avoid all
Thank you so much for watching the news tonight.
It's free to download on News 6 Plus. Have a